Anyways, we got some controversy when it comes to video games. One, Cyberpunk. Uh, it's very difficult for me to. I'll get into this. So Cyberpunk came out. My God, the hype was like unfucking real for that game. Jesus, man. Like, sure, I was excited like crazy for Smash, but like in terms of like Smash is sort of like a niche, you know. If you ain't like if you don't own a Nintendo console, you ain't gonna be excited for Smash really. If you're, if that's like only Nintendo pretty much. Cyberpunk is a multi-plat, so that's different. I was more excited for Smash than I was for Cyberpunk. Why am I comparing fucking? No, we need V from Cyberpunk and Smash. There we go. That would beat Sephiroth. I just want to say if that happens, I fucking called it. Just saying. Anyways, um, um, shit. Why did I do that? Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh right. Um, the hype was unreal. The expectations were set unrealistically high. So regardless of how the game turned out, it was not going to meet those expectations. I sort of try to tell people like, yo, temper your expectations. You have them way too high. You think it's gonna like you think it's gonna like, change gaming, change the world, kill COVID-19. You think it's gonna do all that stuff, and it's not gonna do that. No. Game came out and it seems to be both good and bad at the same time. It's interesting here. Look, so red flags were being raised when, CD Projekt Red gave out, review copies to, reviewers. PC version, no console versions. All right, and so another thing is in those reviews, so weird, so weird. In those reviews, they were only allowed trailer footage, like none of their own footage. Like, what? Huh? Like, I've never seen another game do that. But all the reviews were positive. The PC version of the game has a 90 on Metacritic. Alright, that's good. That's really good, bro. But then comes out on the PS4 and Xbox One, and it's a broken mess. The game is unplayable to many. But this is like really hard for me to comment on because I I got the game on PS4. I don't have a powerful gaming PC. I'm not a PC gamer. I play on consoles. I get it on the PS4. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad, really. I think I got lucky though. I think I got lucky. Cause I just, I guess I just got lucky. I guess I just didn't run into that many like game breaking bugs and glitches. I definitely I ran into some bugs. In fact, many bugs, but none that ruined the experience. I gave the game a 9 out of 10, and I feel like I'm arguing with myself. I feel like I overscored it, but really, if you look past those bugs, the game I'd say if those bugs weren't there, if it was significantly less buggy, if not like completely polished, the game would be a 10 out of 10. I loved every single other aspect. Every other aspect is fucking fantastic. So it sucks. It sucks that the game came out in this state. And the funny thing is that I'm saying this is that I can't even attest to this because I had a better experience with the game on PS4 than I think most, if not everyone else in the fucking world did. Let me know if like you played it on PS4 and you ran into if you didn't run into too many bugs that ruined the experience for you. Let me know. Let me know, because I'm actually I'm genuinely curious to see like if it's just me. Is my I don't know how it would be, but is my bar for like how good a game should be is pathetically low? Because I played a lot of good games this year, ones with more polish. So that can't be it. Am I an idiot? And do I just look at these bugs and be like, "Oh yeah, this is good"? Am I fucking Armon White? He reviews movies, not video games, but still, am I Armon White? And you know, am I Armon White and I just like bad stuff? Or am I lucky? I genuinely can't tell. I think I'm lucky. I think I'm lucky. I think I'm lucky. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I don't know why I said that many times, but I think I'm lucky. But other people unfortunately aren't lucky as I am. Randkid was talking to me earlier. He said that the game crashed on him a number of times, really bothered him. He even he kind of quit playing the game for a bit. And that sucks because there's so much to love about this game. I'm telling you, like it hurts. It hurts that they released it like this, and it hurts that people are rightfully so tearing this game apart for for their experience that I should have had but didn't. I had a different experience, and it's just weird for me. I hope you get it. I'm not defending CD Projekt Red. They said that the game would be fixed by February. You know what? They shouldn't have delayed the game to December. They should have delayed it to February. You know, I get we all get mad at game delays, and after they delay it to December, which was only a 3 week delay, they kind of trapped themselves. They trapped themselves. I feel like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna delay the game again before you hit the release date it was just at? So you delay the game like a week or two after you gave it its third delay, or are you gonna delay the game like a week before it's supposed to come out? I get that they by delaying it only 3 weeks, they kind of fucked themselves. They shouldn't have delayed it to December. They should have delayed it to February, since that's like when they claim the game will be fixed. If it's gonna be ready by February, release it in February. I know we all wanted to play this game this year. I know you CD Projekt Red, you wanted you didn't want to miss out on the Christmas sales. I get that, but not from a consumer perspective, even someone who didn't run into too many technical issues, uh, not enough to ruin the game for me, enough little as little for me to give the game a 9 out of 10. All right, y'all will be looking at that and thinking I was way too generous, but 9 out of 10, and I stand by it. As someone who did that, I would have preferred you to delay the game further, make it a next year's game, and then, you know, have it completely, or at least way more polished, 3 more months after November, as opposed to just 3 weeks after its initial release date. God, God, if it's this buggy, like 3 delays later, I do not like. I had a good time with it. Had the game came out in April, how the year started with, it was scheduled to come out in April at the beginning of the year initially, and then they delayed it all that. You know, it. I don't want to admit, I would not. There's no way I would have had a good time with it in April. Oh, and I've heard people compare this to Mass Effect Andromeda or Fallout 76 or even No Man's Sky. No, those were all different scenarios. This is an otherwise perfect game. You see, there's so much blocking the perfection. I called it a buggy masterpiece. That's what it is. Like, I know for a lot of you, it's hard to look over the bugs. But let's just say you do that. There's so much to love in this game. The gameplay, like the gun action, the atmosphere of Night City when it's not glitching out, the story, the soundtrack, and it sucks. It sucks that this happened, you know. Um, and it's again, it's so weird for me personally because I'm singing a different tune. Um, and CD Projekt Red apologizes. Uh, People are saying like they should have canceled the console, the last gen versions. No, they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that because well, you see, the game was announced at the game was announced before the PS4 and Xbox One came out. All right, so that means people have been waiting for it um, all generation, um, and you know, people the people didn't like already jump to a PS5 because they're waiting for Cyberpunk. I mean, the Cyberpunk on the PS4 or on the sorry or on the Xbox One. They can still work on the Xbox Series X or PS5, but like you don't need it for that. So they were expecting a good experience here, and it sucks that they did this. And it's just I'm sorry, it's just so weird for me that like I didn't have as bad of an experience as everyone else did. I didn't run into like I didn't run into as many bugs. And my brother, like we share the PS4, all right? My brother's playing it. He ran into some bugs, but he didn't say it was too bad. So I think it's just the one I bought. I think like CD Projekt Red bug tested like only certain versions of the game, like only certain copies of the game, and I just happened to be like one of the I happened to buy one of the versions that was bug tested. That's There's like a 1% chance of that actually being the case. I'm just saying like, God, that's extreme luck, and I'm not trying to brag. I'm sorry. Like, you got your expectations like it wasn't gonna meet expectations regardless. But like it seemed to stoop that low from everyone's expectations. And I'm sorry, like you waited this long, waited 8 years, and you got a buggy mess. I'm sorry. You know, I wish you know I wish everyone could have a good experience with the game. I really do. Um, and CD Projekt Red are offering refunds for the game. But there's been some trouble with it. Um, I saw this one post on Twitter where someone tried to refund their PS4 copy of uh, Cyberpunk, and they couldn't it couldn't work. It's a big mess. It's a big mess, and it sucks because again, like if if the bugs weren't there, this would be like oh my, this would everyone would be singing a different tune. There's so much to love in this game. So I hope come February or whenever they decide to fix it, people play the game again, they give it a second chance, and they look at all the fantastic aspects of it. Will it be in my best games of the year list? I don't know. Probably, it probably will. 'Cause I had so much fun with that game. I'm telling you. Um, and it's not like I'm playing any more games. Super Meat Boy comes out this year, right? I'll probably play that. But other than that, I think I'm done getting new games for this year because there's nothing else that comes out. Um, so yeah, I can kind of start making my list right now if I really wanted to. But I'm waiting for Meat Boy, and then we'll decide. So yeah, that's that on Cyberpunk.